preparing ourselves to receive a new Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all experience this Ramadan, and may Allah make it one of the best Ramadans. I just want to reflect on two ayat in Surah Al-Baqarah. One is mentioned in the context of fasting, and the other was mentioned in the context of Hajj. The first one, of course, we quote every time we talk about Ramadan fasting. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu kutiba alaykum as-siyam kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. And the second ayah, another ayah that I want to talk about in Surah Al-Baqarah is related to Hajj, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. Tazawwadu, seek provision, and the best provision is taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, for those who travel for Hajj, think about the old days, old-fashioned traveling. As Imam Ghazali said, the traveler needs to, before he takes the journey to Hajj, he needs to make sure that he has a good camel and take whatever provision he needs, food and water and so on. And also he needs some knowledge, and he needs to know the road in order to arrive to Mecca and perform Hajj. So I want to think of Ramadan as an oasis for the believers. And we are the travelers. And the travelers, they need mounts or ride, camels or horses. So we are in a journey, we are all in a journey. And this journey is our life. And the final destination is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as he says, وَإِلَى اللَّهِ الْمَصِيرِ وَإِلَى اللَّهِ تُرْجَعُ الْأُمُورُ وَإِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. إِلَى اللَّهِ الْمَصِيرِ. The final return or destination is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That marks the end of our journey. And as we travel, we need vehicle or mount, as I mentioned, and this vehicle or mount or camel or horse is in fact our body. And the real travelers are the soul or the spirit or the nafs. The spirit needs a ride, and the vehicle of the spirit is the body. And traveler would need provision. And this, let me talk about this very briefly. We need nutrition for the traveler and for the mount, the camel in this case. That's very essential, obviously, that as travelers we need to have provision, and we need to have a strong horse or camel that help us reach our destination. One of the best provision, the most needed provision for the travelers is to have knowledge. Knowledge of the purpose of the journey, knowledge of the point of departure, knowledge about the final destination, and the purpose of the journey. So knowledge is very essential for us as Muslims, that we need to know why we are on this journey. We need to realize, start with, we need to realize that we are in the journey and we have a goal to achieve. And we need to know what will happen after we arrive at our final destination. And not thinking about the purpose of the journey is disastrous. Ignorance, or as some scholars call it, ghafla, or heedlessness. When people don't know that they are on a journey, they don't know that there is a goal, there is a destination that they want to reach. But we also need to make sure that we have a good mount. Imagine if you are traveling in the desert and you have a horse, and this horse is very rebellious, does not obey you, right? Does not go in the direction you want to go. And every time you want to move in the right direction, it takes you to the wrong direction. It changes and makes you fall down. And this is exactly what happens to the body. We need to provide food for the body, obviously, but we also want to make sure that we control the body and don't let the body control us. And that's exactly what the month of Ramadan helped us to achieve. In addition, we need to also have guide. Travelers in the desert, they need guide. They need a map, GPS, detailed map. It would be great if you have good companions, good people who share the same goal. They want to reach the same destination. And this guide for us is Al-Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, that gives us every detail about what we need in this journey. Tells us where we came from, where we're going to, what will happen next, and importantly, what are the challenges that may prevent us from reaching our final destination. And yes, there are plenty of challenges. Travelers, the old days, they used to travel and they pass by villages or communities, small communities. But there are plenty of challenges. Weather could be a challenge. Storms could be a great challenge. We also have our own storms. I'm talking about the storms of desire, materialism, individualism, selfishness, egoism. All these things are challenges for us that distract us from reaching our destination. Distraction is a big word here. But these travelers may pass by circus or people who are having fun. Distraction of travelers are plenty. Markets. People pass by markets. And that's okay. When you're traveling, you may want to buy something or sell something quickly and continue your journey. And interesting that Quran talked about this because some Sahaba, they did not feel comfortable doing business while they are performing Hajj. Quran says there's nothing wrong with that. لَيْسَ عَلَيْكُمْ جُنَاحٌ أَن تَبْتَغُوا فَضْلًا مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ. There is no blame upon you for seeking bounty from your Lord during Hajj. So that's okay to have business while doing Hajj. Your ultimate goal is to perform Hajj. And doing business will help you make some money to make Hajj and to go back safe with your home. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you are still in Ihram, you can sell and buy stuff. So there's nothing, that's not the problem. But the problem is when travelers stay in the market and enjoy business and forget that they have to reach their final destination before time is over. That's the ghafla that the Quran talked about and warned us against. أولئك هم الغافلون. Most of the people are heedless. They didn't know really what this life is about. They spend a lot of time in these circuses, watching and enjoying, having fun. The word fun here is a very big word in American lexicon. Market, distractions here and there. Losing direction, very dangerous. Sometimes with good intention, they are working hard and traveling in the wrong direction. They are not going to reach their final destination, even though sincere. And sometimes people intentionally take the wrong direction because they enjoy it. Losing direction could be very dangerous for travelers. We need to make sure that we always are in the right way to reach our destination. Excessive work or extremism, even in ibadah, is very harmful. Rasulullah ﷺ gave us this beautiful example when he said that إِنَّ الْمُنْبَتَّ لَا أَرْضًا قَطَعَ وَلَا ظَهْرًا أَبْقَى. The one who is pressuring its mount, its right, camel or horse, whatever, he will never reach his destination, and he killed his mount. So steadiness and consistency, patience, this is what help us reach our destination. So travelers may get sick, or their mount may get sick. And they have to take their time, take their medicine in order to be able to continue this journey. And brothers and sisters, are plenty of other challenges. Road robbers, wild animals, beasts, snakes, scorpions. All these are real challenges, and our life is full of wild beasts that want to devour us, our akhlaq, our values, and our children. There are plenty of these very dangerous animals who want to attack us. We have to be very much aware of them. We have to be very much aware of them. And for these travelers who have been walking through these storms and facing all these challenges, they may run out of provision. They may lose direction. And here comes this beautiful place, this beautiful oasis, full of provision, full of guidance, full of nice people, full of mercy and brotherhood. And that's exactly exactly what travelers need. They need to have some rest. They need to give some rest to their mind and to their spirit, to nurture their soul and their body. And to ask the righteous people there about the direction. Am I going in the right direction? And you'll find sincere people. They'll say, no, you were wrong, this you need to take this right direction. Stay there for a month in this oasis. Make sure that you have what it takes to continue your journey when you get out of this oasis that stays for 29 or 30 months. And with whatever provision we can take from this oasis, we should take. Hopefully we can reach another oasis, another Ramadan. And if not, then we are prepared. If we die before we reach the next Ramadan, then we know we die while we are in the straight path. We have enough provision. We understand the purpose of our life. This is what Ramadan is all about. We need to think of Ramadan as an oasis, and for ourselves as travelers. Our iman goes up and down. We face so many challenges. And here comes the month of Ramadan that gives us hope, gives us guidance, gives us direction, gives us confidence. Hopefully we can find good friends, people who are going the same way, traveling the same journey, so we don't feel lonely. We'll be much stronger in facing all these road robbers or wild animals or big storms. We need to have this provision of iman and taqwa and sincerity, determination, faith, and good companions. This is what Ramadan is all about. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that Ramadan or fasting has been decreed upon you as it was decreed upon those who came before you, because it is very important for you. Like the travelers will need this oasis. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. Take provision. The best provision you can take is taqwa. So Ramadan help us attain that level of taqwa that we need to take as provision in our journey. And when we meet our Lord and Creator subhanahu wa ta'ala, be happy with us, because we are following His guidance. We are doing our best to stay on the straight path. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us experience this Ramadan and so many other Ramadans to come. May Allah accept our a'mal, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us forgiveness and guidance. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم استغفروه. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم، وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. ثم بعد, brothers and sisters, as we do every year, we conduct a workshop about Ramadan and fasting, and talk about the goals and objectives, and also address the legal aspect of fasting. And if you have any questions, so inshallah this will take place next Friday, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after Salat al-Maghrib. So this is for all brothers and sisters and for our youth, for everyone. Inshallah next Friday after Salat al-Maghrib in the social hall we'll have a workshop about Ramadan and how to prepare ourselves for Ramadan, and hopefully we can cover the most important aspects of the fourth pillar of Islam, that's fasting, and hopefully we can make the best of Ramadan inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى، اللهم إنا نسألك رزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا، اللهم اصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا، واصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا، واصلح لنا آخرتنا التي إليها معادنا. اللهم اجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير، واجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر. يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث، فأصلح لنا شأننا كله. اللهم لا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين ولا إلى أحد من الناس يا رب العالمين. اللهم بلغنا رمضان، اللهم بلغنا رمضان، اللهم بلغنا رمضان، اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر، واجعلنا يا رب فيها من الفائزين المقبولين يا رب العالمين. ربنا اغفر لنا وإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان، ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين، اللهم انصر دينك وكتابك وعبادك الصالحين، اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا وأصلح ذات بيننا، واهدنا سبل السلام، وأخرجنا من الظلمات إلى النور، وجنبنا الفواحش والفواحش والفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن. قولوا قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم واقم الصلاة.